There's a few things I need to admit, at least to myself. As with any human that exists, I'm not perfect. I have flaws, but also some flaws, uh, not to be cringy, but some flaws are strengths and some strengths are flaws. It's like, actually, the distinction between them varies a lot depending on the situation. Okay. I don't quite know. I don't quite know what my end goal, what I want to achieve by the end of uni. Um, but regardless of the goal, there's a few things I should be doing. Even if I do these things more aimlessly, pretty clearly, um, I should like be focusing on them, even if they are aimless. Um, Not on some grand goal, but on the day to day, making sure each day I work the hardest. Each day I wake up, fix the little things, even with no grand goal in mind. I'm not sure though. Now that I think about it, my biggest fear right now is anything irreversible. Um, I guess firstly, like don't do drugs, don't end up in jail, don't have a criminal record, but other things like not wasting my time, uh, enjoying university while I still can, um, taking opportunities, reaching the peak of my like mental and physical capabilities, uh, things that after enough time passes are just like no longer achievable. Um, yes, yes. I need to repeat that to myself again. The thing I'm most afraid of, the thing that bothers me the most, I guess, the thing that takes up a lot of my brain space. The I guess it's the fear of regret, like the fear that things will be irreversible. Um, not sure. Because like I'm still young, I still have time to do things, but at the same time, I don't know how. I don't know how I'm supposed to like explore the world, like make connections, better myself. I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't think anyone knows how to do that. No, my throat's not working. I don't think anyone knows how to do that. Like, no one can perfectly plan it out. But if you keep repeating the same things over and over, keep like I don't searching online for different competitions, scrolling Instagram, I guess, for events you can go to. Uh, if you if you keep um hold on, I'm blanking. The fear of irreversibility. The fact that I don't know, I don't really know what to do. How do I how do I better myself? Okay, there's the okay. There's things that are easier to do. There are things that are harder to do. Easier things to do, say like just like becoming physically healthier. That's like one of the easiest things to do because like you just put in the effort and then you get results. It's like pretty clear cut. Uh, Also, when I when I say like getting physically fit is easy to do, I'm not measuring that by uh when someone mentions something's easy or hard, it's very, very subjective. You could measure it in terms of like the pain, you could measure in terms of the effort. But one thing I think people really forget to include in this measurement is simply the measure of uncertainty. Say, for example, um, the difference between, let's go with getting physically healthier and mentally healthier, right? Say both are equal in terms of, I don't know, how much effort and how much time they require. Yet getting physically easier will be so, so, so much easier. S- At least by like my definition, simply because it is more clear cut. There's less uncertainty. Um, the hardest things to do is not following formulas or following structures. The hardest thing to do is to just like blindly trust something. I know there's so many of the hardest workers around me, um, just put their faith that it'll work out by doing X, even if they don't quite, even if like the process as to how things will work out is super complicated. They put their faith that even with all the uncertainty, it will work out. Um, yeah, obviously it's a difficult thing to do if something doesn't work out. You also have to have faith that you're a hard enough worker that you'll try something else. Okay. So still though, it felt kind of relieving saying I don't know. I actually don't know what to do. Um, I keep thinking myself over and over, like I'm wasting so much time, so much of my precious university time. Other people are having like making more memories, having a much funner time. Um, also could be um making my resume better, doing doing more things. Honestly, so much of this is so foreign to me. Um, so foreign. Even things as simple as like, even things as simple as like eating meals with friends. Um, like going to a local place to find something nice to eat. It's so foreign. Like I've never been much of a food guy, and like so whenever I try out a place, it's like right, but I always end up having to force myself to finish my plate. And then like unlike school where everyone was together for lunch, and then you would have breakfast and dinner at home. It's like so foreign. I am learning though. I've been like I am learning slower than I would like. But I am learning. There's and there's this one moment in a show called Frieren. Some of you might know it. It's an amazing, it's an amazing show. Frieren Beyond Journey's End. You should really watch it. But in season two, also there will be no spoilers by the way. This is literally like the ending of each episode. Um, I'll tell you what sticks out to me. I guess that's like very, very minor spoilers for the first episode, but it's the premise of the show that I'm spoiling. Uh, so I guess if you want to go into the show completely blind, skip this part. But so the ending involves Himmel, the hero, and what stuck out to me was Himmel was writing a book, which was like a bit weird because um well it's Himmel the hero. He fights demons with swords and things. And to see him sit down, write a book, which I'm assuming is a book of the adventures he had with his friends. I thought about it and you know, Himmel probably um regardless of whether or not Himmel was good at writing, even if he like I don't came from some very poorly educated family where like he could barely read and write, or even he was like some high class noble, he would still sit down to write that book because what was important to him was recording his friend's journey, Freeman's journey, um, and he had faith that by writing it down in the book, it would be carried beyond the journey's end. Roll credits, no. But like, if I were in Himmel's shoes, say I had this like massive 10-year long journey, and then I wanted to record it, and say I got the idea of writing it in a book, my first thought would be, I'm kind of bad at writing, but I can get over that. My second thought would be, what's the point of this? And that's what really stuck out to me because maybe I just live in a modern era, but like Emil was very clear on what he wanted to do, record the journey, and simply by listening to the people around him, he knows that books carry on information for thousands of years. He knows that books are a source of wisdom. And even whether or not, regardless of whether or not he's good at or bad at writing a book, he'll like pick up the ink pen and then, guided by his goal of recording the journey, he'll just do his best to record it. And he doesn't know whether this book will survive for thousands of years. He doesn't know if people would read this book, if he doesn't know, if he's gonna record everything, if he's gonna be satisfied with it, um, if he doesn't know any of that at the moment he writes the book, he just trusts in, um, he just trusts in the book and what the book means to humanity. Like, whereas I would immediately begin doubting like every single flaw with the plan. Like, yeah, what if the book doesn't survive? What if, um, like, what if some of my handwriting is illegible? What if I need to practice that first? What if I get a really good idea later and I want to add that to the beginning of the book? So, like, like explain that last little bit extremely poorly. I hope I got like the general message out. Like, I should go to sleep now. Tomorrow, tomorrow we lock in. Actually, or when I say lock in, I mean we don't get distracted.